guys, I know this isn't the usual red versus blue setup. I'm in the middle and I'm missing a Megan. But the thing is, I wanted to record a different intro to this, and the reason for that is we had a little bit of data loss with this episode. Our camera, when videos get a little long, it splits it up into chunks, and we had initially decided to do the finale for RVB0, parts 1 and part 2 together, just as one big video. We lost the first chunk. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. And so that means we're missing the intro, the cold open, those are the same thing, but you know what I mean. The live read and the first part of the first episode. And unfortunately, there's no getting that back. And because it's a reaction video, we can't exactly re-record. So I've been a little bit stymied for a bit, which is why this is so late, but it's happening. Just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, we are going to smash right into the middle of the action here. We can't get that first bit back, but I am going to give you everything else that we have recorded. Thank you guys for your patience, and take it away, past me.
I won't fight you.
Tortured. All those years they shocked, they injected, they dissected me like I was nothing. Where were you, huh? Playing hero with your new family? What happened to my family? Even they followed your footsteps and they died for it. For nothing. You failed all of us. Tell me why today shouldn't be the day you take your last breath. Answer me!
The question is, does she actually want to do it?
I think the answer is no.
After losing your brother and your sister, your mother made me swear to protect you. No matter what. You were sick. I did whatever it took to save you. You're right. I failed. I failed your mother, but most importantly, I failed you. I am sorry, Danielle.
My name is Faze.
She is an angsty teen who picked her own name and is going through a phase, I guess.
Yeah, I think. I didn't know you could do that. When can you do that? Did you know you could do that?
I'm doing this for all of us. The corrupt don't deserve power.
I feel like the hand gestures are much more on point than they have been the entire rest of the season.
Zero, don't.
Some of
You
them.
have no idea what this is or what it's capable
It's
of.
a helmet.
It's
Silly
the
child, allow me to show
fucking
you.
lawyer. And now you've been served.
And with this, I can start a career in law!
Are you fit for such power? Tell me, what do they call you?
What
They
is your
call
name?
me Zero, and you're in my way.
I am known as the Black Lotus, Keeper of the Armor, and you are simply a mortal. Countless journey for such strength, all have fallen.
I like the design of this
I
guy.
am no mere mortal. I am so much more.
We shall see.
Is this temple's version of Santa?
I guess?
I can feel it. The power to change everything.
Let's see if you truly are more.
So the test is we're gonna give you the power and see what you do with it? That's an option.
It's not a good tutorial.
Yeah, that's kind of where we are, aren't we?
I really liked this one. This was a good penultimate episode for the season.
I'm still honestly thrown by the theatricality of a lot of the motions.
Yeah.
Like, some of it works for Zero because he's so fucking theatrical.
Well, I was talking specifically about like when FaZe was yelling at West, because I like all of that felt natural for what was happening. Whereas, you know, in earlier episodes, when two characters were yelling at each other, it didn't feel like it fit. It felt like they were playing to an audience in the back row of a theater.
Honestly,
I didn't feel that this time around.
I still feel that.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's definitely some parts of this where I was just looking at it like, we're going a little nuts with this.
I disagree, but it's personal preference, I guess.
And again, the people doing the mocap are not the same people delivering the lines.
Yeah.
And so there's always going to be a disconnect between the actor in the booth and the person doing mocap because this was made during COVID.
Yeah.
When you can't have everyone in. So
I'm just saying
you know.
that I feel like after some instances of it being really noticeable this season, I really wasn't noticing it in this episode.
Oh, I'm in full on cannot unsee mode. That's just where I'm like, yep.
Also, that Carolina fight. She is a queen. And I will
She's
never
so
get tired
good,
of it.
he has to cheat. And I'm seriously not kidding. This is some... I've been playing Hades, and then I had to stop playing Hades because I gave myself a repetitive motion injury, and I just want to go back to playing Hades. It's like, oh, I don't seem to be doing well. Let me just summon these minions to fight you as well. And I'm like, it's the motherfucking Bone Hydra. I hate you so much. Damn it, Lonnie.
I was going to say, I was getting sort of some Hades vibes during the Zero fight, because Zagreus does that, like, super quick dash.
Yeah.
That Zero's quick teleportation reminded me a lot
Here's
of
the
Zag's
difference.
quick dash.
Zag's not an asshole.
Well, the other thing is that teleportation is different than quick dash. And, like, FaZe, or specifically East, has the quick dash.
Yeah. I mean, both of them do from the looks of it.
Yeah.
But Zero has teleportation with, again, a tell. So I'm just sitting here like, guys, you're a team. You should be working together because even if he teleports behind someone else should have eyes on that. Because he does the whole big Tron lead up where it's a fucking circuit board coming from the sky. So someone should know this. So let's see how this goes. Part 2. Click. Maybe.
Yeah, there it goes.
Oh. Ooh.
Music.
Spoop. We replaced the opening theme. That's how you know shit got real.
Wait. You're not telling me we're supposed to fight this guy? He's in like super mode. Hulk, look how jacked he is. I'm behind him a CrossFit. I'm stress eating. I'm not in the right headspace for this.
Bless you.
Unless you see another ragtag team of misfits down here with us, we're in. Are you ready?
I guess. I mean, yeah. I'm in. Why
Just
are
gonna
you
hide
doing
behind
it?
Dad.
Releasing the limit on your armor abilities. This doubles their power, but also doubles their energy consumption. Basically, the more you use them, the greater the risk of passing out. And falling into a coma. Lovely.
Great.
All right.
Cool. Wait, could someone do the thing for me?
Okay. This is the goddamn Bone Hydra. What?
Out of my way.
Did he not summon them?
Team killing jackass.
Fight me, coward.
What does it look like I'm doing?
Seriously,
I really
did he
love-
not summon them?
I really love these shock batons, though.
Yes.
They're so cool. Yeah, I think he didn't.
Or he just doesn't care.
Carolina, think. What did Ray say again? That's it. Single exposure won't overload a shield, then how about...
There's no escape.
This is, and now they're all just chilling in the background waiting.
Well, to be fair, he was like picking them up and like tossing them, so it's like, okay.
True, but
Now this really is a video game, like fighting game arena. Because like
yeah,
they've got the
they're just chilling in the background now. Not doing anything. Okay.
That's all I need.
I'll get you. Freelancer!
That was for you, Wash. Hey, Juan, this is Grandma. The big guy's down. I'm en route to your location.
Good. That was for you, Wash. Me thinking of the deleted scene where Wash gets bisected by a warthog. Yeah, you bet your ass it was.
Pretty.
With the fucking sword again.
Nice try.
I thought so too. I did it! Direct hit! There's no way he's gonna emerge from that smoke.
Oh,
Wait.
honey.
Wrong again.
How many times are you gonna do that, man? Like, just so I can.
As many times as it takes.
Go, Zero!
I love swords that double as like energy projectiles.
Go there, Max.
Full ridiculous Zelda mode.
Face me.
How? Again, I question how this is the test. Seriously.
Hey, Zero! That horn looks really stupid on you.
Beautiful.
You okay, Ricky?
I am now. Rocket, go!
Carolina with a big weapon always just makes me really fucking happy.
Same. Get him, girl!
Sneak attack.
You did.
Nothing.
It's like Clint in the Adventure.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Nice one.
Eyes up.
What? 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 What?
Is this your resolve, Zero? You're pathetic.
I think
The
the
power's
aliens-
a jackass.
I think the alien's just trolling him.
I think you're right. But also, the power's a jackass. Seriously, if you can keep him occupied from either side, you just gotta hit one straight down the middle. Close enough.
I mean, right idea.
You're slippery. I'm growing tired of these games.
Oh, come on.
Effects-wise, this looks amazing.
No!
Okay, that one hurt.
Alright, so officially out of the fight. Or so we think.
Get them to hit each other.
I was gonna say, we've decided to fight now? Did I miss something?
Oh, hey! I was gonna say, didn't we talk about that?
We did.
Knife go off cliff. Shit, shit, shit! Gonna have to wait.
Oh.
Go! Stop it! Stop!
I'm sorry.
No! Ah! What did you do? You died today, old man.
Your mother, she died for you. things happen. So I'm ready to do the same. No matter what, I'll always love you.
It's a shame it has to end this way, Freelancer.
Zero, I knew wouldn't take someone out while they're down. You're too cocky for that, right?
You should have crawled away and hid under a rock. Maybe then you would have had a chance.
Just Zero. Are you kidding, man? Now's my only chance.
Have you seen her?
She will super murder me if I don't kill her now.
Strong. Yes.
Look at
It
that.
seems you are not fit to wield.
I kind of love this guy.
Shame to. I
My.
just saw you like you.
Shut! That's new. Hey, it looks like he can't control it.
Let's end this before he can.
Yeah, Red vs. Blue is really good about if there's an asshole voice in your head, it's a problem. That is a bug, not a feature.
Oh shit. Oh, whoa.
Okay, cool. What?
This is the power I need to burn the world down. Thank God.
I was gonna say, that felt like a limit break.
A little bit.
Face? What? Oh, nothing.
Hi.
It's good to see you. You look great. New armor? Shut up. I'm not here for you or for them.
That was
You've
perfect
got
delivery.
bigger problems. Can you fight?
Yeah. Former enemy? I think he's struggling to control the power. It's like his connection is unstable.
Also, there's that.
Time is running out, Zero. Shall I take over?
With my power, my will, I will never be anyone's puppet. Not again. I will destroy everything.
So the power is not to reshape the world.
Shatter Squad, we need to end this.
We're just going full
Here,
apocalypse
right
cult.
now. Right. You with us?
Some Salem shit.
I'm not with you or your team.
I'm
But
doing
I
this
will
for me.
help you take Zero down. That's good enough for me. Let's do this.
Kind of wondering what the point was behind the echo in those lines.
Not quite sure.
Raymond, hang back, give us range support. Create opening. Copy. Axel, stay close and clean up when we regroup. Faith, we're on the front line.
How dare you, Face?
Oof. Ooh boy. Oh! You gotta pay attention.
And
That
boom.
works.
I like it.
Inertia!
Laser sword guns are the best.
You with me?
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
You always have to wonder if teleportation powers come with a ride-along feature. A little bit of dimension door going on here.
That's all.
Not quite.
Ah! Oh wait, a problem.
Seems like you've reached your limit. Looks that way.
Time for the Black Lotus
Did we get him?
to take
I
over?
can't see. Why is no one saying anything?
Power. With all this power,
save you this time, but we have a long and painful path ahead of us.
It sounded like he survived. Did he survive?
Stay sharp.
I can't sit up.
Let me fight.
Oh dear.
So, hubris.
Is it gone?
I don't know. It looked painful. We put so much into finding that power, but we had no idea what it was. Be careful what you wish for, I guess.
We found West. He's in grody shape, but I think he's gonna be A-okay. We're calling AOD for support and evac.
It's fine, I'm okay. Just completely emasculated, you know. On the bright side, I'm pretty sure I hit my daily steps goal.
That's how you
So
get
what
free
do we call you
cookies.
now, by the way? Phase... Beast?
Danielle.
You can call me Danielle. You can call me Jamie.
Lance. Wait, you were all using code names? The whole time?
Yeah. You should have gotten an email about picking one out.
My phone is still dead. No one has a butt I can use to charge it?
Come on, Grandma.
That's not my code name.
It happened. They did it. They actually stopped him. No, we did it. At least for now.
Glad you picked the right team.
Sequel hook.
I knew you would.
Shadow Squad,
Yeah.
let's move out.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go back to killing my dad.
Still building?
Peace.
Or did we want to still try that escape room?
What if we just watched a movie instead? No. No one talks at the movies. That's the worst idea for team building.
Then what do you want to do?
There's this kickboxing class I've been eyeing. You want to fight right now? What's wrong with you?
She was experimented on as a kid.
Wow. Screw you.
Yeah, I think that's actually been my favorite conversation in this entire show. Movies are the worst team building. Nobody talks during movies. And I'm like, you're at the wrong movies. Just go to a rowdy showing of Cats.
Oh,
Get traumatized together.
Or completely wasted. One of the two.
Both. Also, my god, Lance is such a dad name.
It is.
That also means that because he wasn't part of this, we don't get to know West's name.
Nope.
Nope.
And hey, we made it through the season without either daddy dying.
Yeah, amazing.
For all those daddy death flags, like, no daddies died. Hooray!
I'm still a little at the fact that she's just keeping Tucker's sword. That's a thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I feel like this season would have been stronger without all of the connections to past seasons.
I liked having Carolina around, though.
True. But it feels like there was too much they were trying to do to anchor it with that. Like,
I think the problem is that, like, I'm satisfied with the Carolina aspects of the story, but because they didn't fully utilize Wash and Tucker to the degree that they could have in terms of satisfactory character payoff,
yeah.
I think that's where your problem is coming
that
in,
is
for
a good
sure.
chunk of it, and I'm absolutely biased.
Because those characters have had really good arcs in the past, and so having them around and then
having them around solely to be kicked in the face.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer.
That's not it.
Like, Carolina, even though she, like, got knocked out there in the final fight, she's been instrumental in a bunch of, like, team building stuff, and she's kicking ass throughout the entire season. So it doesn't feel like you're getting the rug pulled out from under you when she gets knocked out in the final seconds of the fight.
Yeah. She got a mini boss, she got a big damn heroes moment, she was training her team. Like,
but both
she was
Wash and
actually
Tucker
in this season.
Yeah, Wash and Tucker, we got the rug pulled out from under us for both of them.
Both of them existed just to get stabbed.
And to be fair, when it comes to Faze keeping Tucker's sword, I actually don't mind that because he doesn't need it to be a hero, you know? It's something that's been his for a long time, but he doesn't need it to be great. And so I think that could actually make for some interesting character dynamics, especially if, like, she taunts him with it and then, like, teleports away or something like that. Again, it's something he doesn't need. And maybe that could even be a fun little arc for him in a future season of, like, who am I without the sword? And it's like, Tucker, you've had the power all along. It's been in here.
I don't know.
No.
It's really hard to look at that after everything that we had for 12 and 13 in terms of, especially 13, in terms of what these swords are, how they function, what they're used for, and then seeing Locust come back later having had his Dark Paladin quest and being in the middle of it, and just like, okay, there's an actual significance to these swords, the manner in which this one was passed off, and again, we didn't use Tucker very well this season. Like, if there was another one of these swords floating around, being carried by someone else, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, we know what that is because this and this and this, like, that would be one thing. But specifically to have it be Tucker, and well, we have to have a near-death experience, but we can't actually kill him, but we still need the sword to be with someone else, but we still, it was a mess. I still maintain that this season, just in terms of some of its story elements, would have been stronger with less involvement from other characters. I legit think that you could have had Carolina in this without Wash or Tucker, and she would still be fully able. Like, you would need to change the first episode, you would need to change her impetus to do this, but she's motivated by things other than revenge. We've moved past that in her character arc.
Especially because Wash getting rescued, you know, we had that line from Diesel earlier in the series. They took the bait, and then nothing happened. I would have to go back and rewatch to see, like, if it was just a matter of, like, moving pieces in certain places, and, you know, that's why they took the bait or whatever. But, like, yeah, we were like, oh, has Wash been brainwashed?
Like, oh, shit,
is that not actually Wash? You know, we had so many theories, and the answer was just, no, that was just a line.
And the answer was, it got cut from the script, and we're like, oh, that's, and
look,
that's disappointing.
There's nothing wrong with that. I've sure written things where I'm like, this means nothing, but it sounds fine.
Because the thing is, we went from they took the bait to, and how's the echo? And I'm like, no, see, that's interesting. And that went places.
Yes, it did.
Like,
it did.
Okay, these are the things that I get. This makes sense. That was well utilized. That was, like, all of this was just like, yes. Like, most of what they did with our new characters was well utilized and well put together. It's just, I think, honestly, the weakest new character we had was Diesel. He was just there to hit stuff and be mad.
And I enjoyed him for what he was.
Perfectly fine. He just had no story connected to him, and that's also perfectly fine. Sometimes you just need a bruiser.
And you know
the only 2 brain cells he has to rub together are what make him go brr. He doesn't need to think.
And you know what? I could watch Carolina kick the crap out of him all day. That was delightful.
I appreciate that we keep pairing Carolina up with bruisers and going, you'll be fine. And then she fucking is, because she's Carolina.
Yeah, girl. And then she does.
Like, anyone who can beat Maine in a match is someone who can fucking handle.
Dude, like, she kicked Maine out a window for funsies one time.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Quit being a baby. Poosh.
Too high. Nah.
Too high. Too bad.
Yeet. Too high. Too bad. Yeet.
But yeah, I feel like Carolina's journey was a fun one to watch, but absolutely, if you're here for Wash and Tucker, you're gonna be disappointed. That being said, I feel like all of the action sequences in this final 2-parter were awesome.
Oh yeah, those were fun.
Not to sound like a broken record, but I loved the colors, I loved the effects, I loved the choreography, I loved the I loved the use of slow motion, and I loved something I complimented about the villains early on is I loved their tag team teamwork, and I liked seeing that for the heroes this go around.
Yeah.
Especially that last bit with Faze being like, it's
like, God damn it. Grab my hand.
grab my hand. So there's a lot to like here.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I think the biggest thing that I didn't like about these last 2 episodes is that Zero went from 1,000 to just flat. He went from, oh, wow, yeah, no, this is so much fun, what a great villain, he's got so much, and then it's just like, oh no, this is just 110% hubris. Like, I don't know, and maybe this will work better as a full movie, watching everything together, but I feel like he had so much just on his own that making because the second that, what was it, Black Lotus, I want to say, showed up, all the personality went to him. All of it.
And granted, it was awesome.
Oh, it was amazing, but it was also just like, yeah, but Zero really suffered from that. And I know that a big part of this was you didn't even know what this was, hubris, etc., etc. We've been talking about Hades, but it just feels like it's one thing for a character's downfall to come from hubris. Mm-hmm. It's another thing for, like, we talked about Diesel having no character, no story, and how that's fine. But Zero went from all character, all story to a little bit of almost like paint by numbers at the end here, where it's, oh no, he's caught onto something he can't do. Oh no, he's going to fight for this. Oh no, he's not going to be anyone's puppet again. And I'm just sitting here going, I feel like we lost the uniqueness once it turned out that the power was a suit of armor inhabited by something else. Like, I feel like we lost a good bit of what made Zero Zero and what made him such a fun villain.
Yes, but I also can't think of a more fitting punishment for somebody who, like, the whole reason for his quest for power is that he didn't want to be used anymore, and that's why he's pursuing power to whatever. He's like, step 1, power, step 2, question mark, equals step 3, profits, step 3, world domination / profits.
Set fire to the sun!
But
that's kind of what I feel like the motivation turned into, because it was just, I'm gonna burn everything down! I'm like, did we go from change the world to just burn everything down?
But I love the idea of this character who was pursuing power to a very reckless degree. I think it's a very fitting punishment for that character to now be a puppet of the power that he saw.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's a very fitting end for this villain at the end of this season, and he's still alive.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like, again, once Black Lotus came on the scene, we lost all of the personality from Zero.
And I don't know.
That was my big problem with it. Not that it was hubris, and not that it was, oh, hey, this awful thing I did. No, all of that was fitting. I just feel like all the fun, clever, oh shit lines suddenly went to him.
Well, that's... Yes!
Admittedly, he does have the upper hand here, but it just sort of turned into that. We talk about video game boss fights. The first form of the boss is the one that is still a snarky asshole, and the second one is just generally a big monster that you have to hit a lot.
The defining moment for Zero for us is that moment where he turns to one and go lose something. That was basically what Black Lotus was doing to him the entire time Zero was losing the fight. And so I totally get what you're saying. I think narratively it fits. But I totally understand of like, but I liked that snark, I liked that personality, and now it's been overshadowed by something very similar.
But even when it's, oh hey, do you deserve it? Oh well, I'm no mere mortal. And I feel like that's the last bit that we heard of Zero that sounded like the Zero that we had for the rest of it. And like, I get the increasing desperation, I get the no, I'm more than this, but I don't know. Again, it feels like he became that second boss form, and we just lost all of the wit and the weird fun shit that we've really liked about him, and it was just large monster, hit it till it dies. Hilariously, the opposite of a Sephiroth boss fight. So yeah, that's kind of where that is for me. Like, he was such a good villain, and then I think at the end we had like the full second boss fight transformation, and it's like, yeah, I like you, but it's not funny anymore.
Again, I think contextually it works. I like I said, I get where you're coming from, but I think contextually within the narrative it works. And I don't mind, especially since we don't know if these characters are going to come back. I assume they will at some point.
I think it really depends on how this season did.
Yeah. But the fact that he's still alive.
Alive! I finger quote the shit out of that one. God knows what state he's in. Woof.
I think because he still exists in some capacity, there's room for development with that. And same with all of these characters. They could continue to be a team, or FaZe could go off and do her own thing as Tucker pursues her to get his sword back.
I can definitely see another season with these characters.
Absolutely.
I can see another season with this group. Like, I'm in for that. I would still push for fewer connections to stuff in the past, do more of your own shit. Because when they were doing their own shit, they were really great. Like, those were the best parts. So that would be my argument.
Use this as a springboard to go further.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, I'm very interested in I hope these characters do come back. I hope we do get another season with all these folks and explore more of like the alien tech and the alien
weird,
magic behind
shit.
All of that, and maybe even go dig into Glass and Starlight a little bit more, and dig into the nonsense that they were doing, and
See, I'm just like, who's Black Lotus?
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Are you like an outlier in your society? Were you like the crazy Sauron thing that happened? Or were you kind of like an everyman and people just fucking did this? Like, were you crazy ass powerful for your time? Or were you the only one who thought ahead for preservation? Like, how does this work? How do you work? Where do you come from? Where did you go? Etc. Cotton Eye Joe. Yes.
Explain, movie.
At the end, we just got this little, oh, by the way, and I'm like, oh no, excuse you, I need all of the lore for this, like, right the fuck now.
Yeah,
the fuck now. Why did it take three different swords spread across the different galaxies to get shit, one of which was tied to a completely different alien prophecy? Like, I need all of your shit explained. And if it takes another 2 seasons to do it, fucking fantastic. Let's go.
So yeah, I would love that. My only thing is that, like, I think my biggest complaint over this entire season, like, I can forgive, like, the mocap not always, the disconnect between the mocap and the line delivery. I can forgive, again, COVID, fucking weird year. I get it.
Yeah.
What, I think the biggest problem, apart from, characters not being utilized to their full degree, I think if you set that aside, the biggest problem this entire season had was pacing. And structure. And so I would love to see these characters come back, do 1 or 2 more. And I think the writing has a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah.
Just do 1 or 2 more passes with your scripts to tighten things up. And this would have gone from good to good to amazing.
Yeah.
If there had just been 1 or 2 more passes of the entire thing overall. And I know it's hard, and I know 2020 did not do anyone any favors, and 2020 was really shitty, so I'm not shitting on the writing. I really liked this season.
Well, and everyone's first new season of RVB is rough.
Yeah.
There's always growing pains. There's always that character that you can't wrap your head around, or a convention of the show that is just like, okay, but why does it work that way? Like, nobody's first season of RVB is perfect. Some first seasons have gone better than others, but nobody's first crack at this is perfect. And we had the added disadvantage of trying to do media production in fucking COVID. Like, when you can only have 2 or 3 people in studio at the same time, and that's only if they've been fucking living together anyway. This production had a lot of disadvantages going for it anyway, in that first season, first time writing for this world, and also production is just completely upended, and let's be real, production being upended is the biggest disadvantage. So yeah, I do want to see another go around. I do want to see, we've established all these characters, we don't have to worry about doing that again. Fucking fantastic. Let's take these same characters and let's keep going. Let's do this in a year when maybe we don't have a pandemic and also all of this other horrifying bullshit that's happening. Like, I hesitate to say normal times, but maybe less upheaval of our societal fabric times.
During less plague times.
Yeah, plague being the big one, but let's be real, the mental stress of everything else is also just like...
I mean, how many weeks did it take us just to sit down and watch this and record it?
A point being, I do want to see another season with these characters. I do want to see where they go from here. I want the next chapter of this story. I want the next arc. Let's go. And hopefully it can be done in a time where we can have more than 2 or 3 people in the studio at once, where the people who are doing the VO are the same people doing the mocap for the conversation scene. So it's recorded at the same time. It's a little more natural. It's the same thing. Like, there are ways that this can be tightened up when we're not working in a pandemic.
Yeah.
And so the pandemic really worked against this. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, it could have been better if, when a lot of the it could have been better ifs are, well, we still had to produce a show during COVID. Yeah. So there's some things where it's like, yes, it's a legitimate critique, but you also got to sit here and look at the situation.
No, this was an uphill battle. And honestly, I think anything being produced right now, during the pandemic, I think it's a miracle that anything is being produced and completed during the pandemic. So, again, more power to everybody involved. I'm happy this season exists at all.
Yeah.
Because, this is clearly a labor of love, and I'm really happy that we got these characters. And I'm going to be real, I'm really happy that this season ended with 2 female characters kicking the big bad in the face, which if you had told me that... Yeah, together. While also delivering a funny joke. If you had told me after watching the first season of Red vs. Blue that's how this season would have ended, I don't think I would have believed you, because there was only one girl, and yeah, she was a badass, but the series was not kind to women for a long time.
Sister showed up in season 3 or 4, didn't she?
End of 4, I think, was when the ship landed, so I think Sister was after it dropped on Donut, after the ship dropped on Donut, Sister walked out at the beginning of season 5. I believe is what that was.
Wow.
That was that final season for the Blood Gulch stuff. So yeah, and Carolina got name dropped at some point during the original Blood Gulch run. I think initially in
during the short with York.
Yeah, Out of Mind.
Thank you.
I think she got name dropped, but it's possible that she also wasn't name dropped until season 6. But yeah, for the longest time we only had one woman in the entire show, and this season had 3 awesome ones, and tiny too, but the focus was on 3 of them.
I mean, admittedly 2 of them were the same person.
No. I'm talking about Faze / East, one and Carolina.
So, and 4, but technically 2 of them were the same person.
And Tiny was wonderful. Tiny was a wonderful side character. But I'm just so happy that the emotional journey of 3 women was what was one of the primary things pushing the narrative in this volume. So why did I call it a volume? It's not Ruby! Good God!
Because it's a standalone and it's fine.
Oh
Look,
God.
it has its own naming convention for this season, all right? It has its own naming convention. We're just gonna...
There goes my brain flying away.
We haven't had RVB have its own naming conventions since seasons 6 through 8. And I can never remember which one is called which. I just go for the numbers, y'all.
Yeah.
They all started with R's.
Recreation.
Was Revelation one of them?
Revelation and Reclamation, but I don't know which one was which, and I don't think I got that last one right.
I don't care. It's season 6 through 8. It's the Wash tries to be a villain for a while and just does not succeed.
Dropped the ball. But yeah,
I tell you something, that 8 is my favorite season, and that's when he's just the worst villain.
He tried.
He tried so hard and got so far, and in the end, he got adopted.
Yay! But yeah.
Why are you keeping me? I don't fucking know.
But we're down to teammate. We gotta even out the numbers.
Even out the numbers, and I couldn't stand Caboose saying, "Can I keep him? Can I keep him?"
But yeah, no. FaZe and 1 kicking 0 in the face is exactly how I wanted this. Which is exactly how I wanted this season to end.
Pretty much.
Thank you for making my dreams come true.
You know what that was? Boot to bed.
We're sailing a friendship, the SS Get Along. We're not friends.
Murder. All right, we are actually running a little low on time on the camera for this.
Oh yeah, we should wrap it up.
Yep, but this, for all of its flaws and foibles, and there were some caused by circumstance and some caused by scripting, and let's be real, no season of Red vs. Blue is perfect.
No.
Regardless of which season you lay in front of me and say it's perfect, I will fucking fight you. None of them are perfect. And that's not the goddamn point.
No.
The point is to tell a story and to have fun. And for all of the trouble that I had with some aspects of the story, I also had a lot of fun. And I want to see more with these characters, and therefore, we good.
Yeah, and shout out to fantastic directing too. Again, just all of these action sequences were so fun.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if we can iron out the creases, again, this can go from good to great, and I can't wait to see with what a season of experience, especially under such extreme conditions. I can't wait to see what a season of experience under everybody's belt does for this going forward.
Yeah, when we've got production back to being streamlined and having more than 2 people in house.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You want me to record remotely? All right.
So, bravo team.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you for an amazing season. This was super fun.
This was a fucking blast, and it will be good to sit down and get the whole cut together as a movie version and to just kind of see how that rolls, because this to me does seem to be more geared towards watch it as a whole ass movie. So I would love to watch it as a whole ass movie and see how things play out. Not differently, but differently.
It does make me want to sit down and play a video game, because like so much of it felt video game oriented.
The fact that I'm still waiting for my thumbs to recover makes me very sad.
Because playing too much Hades did a number on your head.
I played too much Hades, and now I have what they call gamer's thumb or texter's thumb, and I honestly just need to wait for it to recover, and I have no fucking patience, because I want to go back to playing video games again. God damn it. My therapist approved of video games as a coping mechanism, and now I can't.
Aww.
So now she approves of my coping mechanisms of living vicariously through my friends' Hades runs and reporting Republican tweets on Twitter for inciting violence.
What a time to be alive.
Hey, if my therapist approves, it's fine.
Yep, exactly.
Either way, therapy is good, you guys. It is perfectly okay to go to therapy. I know that times are really hard, and there is no shame in finding a professional to talk to. I do it myself, obviously. So...
I'd actually say, if you are having a tough time, seek out a professional to help.
Yes, please do. Yes. Do the thing. Take care of yourself.
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheMenguin. That's TheMenguin. If you want to see us react to horror things, head on over to Silver Screens. By the time this goes up, I think our latest trailer reaction will have gone up.
For Willy's Wonderland.
Exactly. So be sure to check that out. I also do a Lost retrospective podcast called No Love Lost, where my co-host Will Link loves Lost, and I don't, and we talk about it.
I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias, as well as on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet, same name as this channel. I am also on an Overwatch and Overwatch League podcast called On The Point. We are currently on hiatus because the season is on hiatus, but also we just got some crazy news about the upcoming season, so, we might do a special episode and talk about that.
There.
That moment when they're like, let's move the Valiant to the APAC region. And I'm like, okay, but why though? Reasons. Anyway, if you would like to hear the both of us and also some friends, some wonderful other lovely co-hosts whom we adore, talk about all things Rooster Teeth, head over to Rooster Team Radio. We are on the Spotifys and the iTunes and the Anchors where we live. But basically all of your podcasting platforms. We're talking about Ruby, we're talking about Red versus Blue, we're talking about just the stuff that comes down the line. It's a good time. You should join us there. It's a blast. Yes. If you want to support this channel, for one, do not feel the need to do so. We are both doing our day jobs still. We are perfectly fine. But if you would like to do the thing, we have the Patreon that gets you all of our Red versus Blue stuff, which is part of it, but all of our Rooster Team stuff early. We have a Ko-fi if you want to throw a couple bucks our way. We do commissions, not requests, commissions. And supporting our sponsor supports us, so head to fredhebakes.com and use coupon code KIACookies for 20% off your entire order. Make sure you click all those nice little buttons that lets the YouTube algorithm know that you like us, because the YouTube algorithm is a strange and fickle beast and is continually asking people to prove that they are worthy of its power, and really the only way we can do that is clicking all those nice little buttons, so I'm tying it in, damn it! I am tying it in! I haven't done that in a while, so, you know, we try. You okay there? You alright?
It's not an eldritch monster. It's
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I'm not!
Continue. Also,
Anyway.
Our Rooster Teeth stuff, not our Rooster Team stuff.
Did I say that?
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
It's okay.
Anyway. As always, we end with the important things. Wear a mask. Anytime you go outside, don't care how far outside your front door you're doing, if you're just getting the mail or walking the dog or what the fuck ever, you cannot guarantee that you will not run into another human being because you're not fucking psychic and don't know what they'll do, but you can control what you do. So, wearing a mask protects you a little bit and everyone else a hell of a lot, and that's kind of the point, so wear a mask. Support your essential workers. Be patient with your essential workers. They don't get the choice to stay at home, and they are helping you out, either in the medical field or in retail or whatever it is that they are doing. Be super patient with them. Be super kind to them. They are doing their jobs and they are doing their best. This also includes postal workers. Support the post office because there is some shenaniganery still going on there. Buy stamps. Be patient. Love these people. They are doing their fucking best. Thank you, essential workers. We love you. Black Lives Matter. Black LGBTQIA lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Black Lives Matter. That hasn't changed. That's not gonna change. Black Lives Matter. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. And hey, all y'all in Georgia, thank you for voting again.
Thank you.
Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Whew. Also, if you're a Trump supporter, we said this earlier, but if for some reason you're still here, you can fuck off. We don't need that here. There's no space for you here. So yeah, but all the rest of y'all, we like you. Stick around. But yeah, wear a mask. Take care of yourself. Take care of other people, because that is the only way we are going to get through this, is if we take care of each other. And remember that we love you. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. This suit indeed.
Oh.